Call of Duty Warzone has been out for quite some time now, and within these few years, we have gotten countless updates, meta changes, and gun changes that have changed the way we play every single day. This is the top 10 most broken weapons in Warzone history. Let's get started. For my honorable mention spot, I would like to show the Blixen and the NZ41, which are two guns that were absolutely broken at the same time and was the main loadout for about a month and a half. After countless nerfs, these guns are still good, and that's why it is coming in at this spot. Coming in at number 10, we have the SPR, and the SPR at one point in time was absolutely broken. All you had to do was put on the .300 normal mag, and it was absolutely hit reg. No matter how far away on the map you were, no matter how close you were, all you had to do was aim, point, and shoot, and it was an automatic headshot. So not only was it hit scan and it killed instantly, but if you did have good aim and crosshair placement, if somebody was to come up close to you, you would be able to get off a good shot, good enough for a quick headshot close range, or a no scope if you were that type of player. And that is why it was coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Bruin LMG, and this thing in its prime was an absolute unit. It basically was an LMG, but with the switch of a flip, you can put a 60 round mag on it, and it turned into the best AR on Warzone. It was so unfair to the point where you would just run into full teams using Bruins and you would get absolutely deleted. Made popular by Nick Merckx, the Bruin meta in Warzone was not only overpowered, but it was fun. The Bruin finally gave us a new meta after a long M4 and growl meta, and it turned out to be insane at that. And it turned out not to only get us out of an old meta, but it gave us something new and broken to use. The Bruin in its prime was just unfair, and that is why it is at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have the AMAX. This gun needs no introduction. It was one of the staples of Warzone for quite a long time. It hit very hard, killed fast, and the recoil was easy to control. All across Verdansk, all of the sweaty teams and sweaty people were running the AMAX, and for good reason. It didn't have the best ammo count with only 45, but where it lacked in ammo, it made up for in killing potential and killing speed. That is why it is coming in at number 8. And if you guys are enjoying this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Only a small percentage of you guys are actually subs, so it would mean the world if you guys would do that. Thank you. Now let's continue the video. Coming in at number 7, we have a Cold War AR, and that is the Krig. Now I say the Krig was one of the most broken guns of all time because of the full package that it had. Absolutely zero recoil in its prime, and it hit hard, if not harder than the AMAX, which was the previous gun on this list. Now, if you give me a gun with absolutely no recoil and it kills faster, trust me, it deserves to be on a list like that. That is why it is at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have a pistol, and this pistol was so broken when it was first integrated into Warzone, and that is the Diamatti. The Diamatti was so broken that it had to get multiple nerfs, and it still can be used as an SMG today. This pistol right here, it gave you the freedom to use whatever you wanted when it came to perks because you didn't have to run overkill, and it killed in about 2 to 3 bursts if you were close enough. It was absolutely insane, and that is why it is at number 6 on our list. Coming in at number 5, we have the Cold War FFAR. Now the FFAR is actually one of my personal favorites during this time. When this gun was meta, I had an absolute blast on Warzone. No gun could compete. If you weren't running the FFAR, you were at a complete disadvantage. The strafe speed was out of this world. Nothing. The Cold War guns gave us ARs with insane strafe speed, exactly like SMGs, so the mobility was crazy. Then it had barely had any recoil while shooting at insane speeds, so the long range was absolutely ridiculous as well. No matter how much fun I had with this gun, I cannot deny the fact that it was absolutely broken, and it was broken, but it was also the full package. If you guys do remember the FFAR meta, comment what was your favorite loadout to run with it. Were you running it as an SMG or were you running it as an AR? Because it honestly can be ran as either. Me personally, I ran it as an SMG. The movement speed and the strafe speed along with the damage made it impossible to deal with any normal SMG. That is just how broken this gun was, and that is why it comes in at number 5. Coming in at our 4th spot, we have the Burst AR meta. Now in this video, you guys will really only be seeing the AUG, but the AUG plus 16 metas were absolutely disgusting. You have burst guns that literally down in 1 to 2 bursts. 1 burst if you have stopping power, 2 bursts at medium ranges, and 3 to 4 bursts at long ranges. These things were absolutely ridiculous. They killed so fast and they were so unfair, but I cannot lie, they were so fun to use. The burst meta in Warzone actually made me take a break. I could not take how overpowered these guns were, how long it took for them to actually nerf them, and just the overall state of Warzone at this time. These guns weren't to be messed with. If you weren't running the AUG, if you weren't running the M16, during this time of Warzone, you could not compete. Now, if you add overpowered guns and you also add things like more dead silences on the ground and stopping power, just think how annoying it can be if you are on the other side of these guns. When you think about broken guns and you guys have played Warzone for as long as I have, this thing just has to be on your list. And that is why it's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 on our list was probably one of the most annoying guns to ever grace Warzone, and that is the fire Doof shotguns. The Doof shotgun is another meta that honestly made me take a little bit of a break on Warzone. There was no gun ever to kill this fast at this close of range in Warzone until we got introduced to fire shotguns. Now for Warzone 2, I'm going to be honest, please do not add any fire shotguns. Don't add any ammo types or anything like that, please. I'm begging you. The Doof shotguns on Verdansk were absolutely disgusting. If you use these things in any close range engagement, you were winning without a doubt. It was so disgusting and it was so good to use in its prime. In terms of broken factor, it was beyond broken, and that's why it is coming in at number 3. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have another shotgun, but with a twist. So when Vanguard came out, the double barrel shotguns were absolutely ridiculous. These things only had 4 bullets, but it did not matter because it literally killed in 2. If it kills in 2 bullets and you have dual wield, you just shoot both of the shotguns twice and it downed instantly. These shotguns not only downed people, but they deleted people. Anybody that ran into your gaze while you had these shotguns out, they stood no chance. Even after they nerfed it multiple times, these things were on Rebirth Island absolutely wrecking havoc, and that is why it is at the number 2 spot. If it was not for the number 1 gun on my list, these would be number 1, but instead, coming in at our last spot, I'm sure you guys all know what it is already, and that is the DMR. The DMR was the most broken gun in Call of Duty history by far. It was a 2-shot. And the gun shot as fast as you could possibly pull the trigger. It was better than all snipers. It was better than all ARs. It was better than all LMGs. It was literally the best gun for all situations. And that is why it has came in at the number 1 spot. If you guys enjoyed this video, man, don't forget to hit that like button, sub if you are new. I post videos every single day. And if you guys do have any other suggestions for broken gun metas that I did not cover in this video, feel free to put them down in the description down below. I have also been streaming every single day over on Twitch, twitch.tv/CxRobin_. Go over there, support me. If you guys are looking to connect with me on a real time, that is the place to do it. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and love. It is your boy Robin. I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.